just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win and alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shot back.
Best membership life hacks. On the go.
Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm looking at heroes, I'm so who got businesses on CEO of mine. 1980 Cressy rolling, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I can't even smile. Till it's Jacob, the finger in my throat, I'm holy God. Slave money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint, no rush. More vacays, more bucks, more bass, more full trucks, more tour bus, more pork cup. Toast to the realest throw up.
Bryce, quickly to Heaton Hurst. Bryce, quickly to Heaton Hurst. He's got time, and he's always comfortable in that pocket. He dishes it out right to the firsters at the 35-yard line. And Young quickly goes to the sideline where they're 2nd and 8. Young quickly gets rid of it to Hubbard, and Hubbard breaks a tackle ace. Bryce Young the last couple of years goes to the sideline when Chenault wasn't ready for it. Bryce quickly to Heaton Hurst.
Free my man Butter Dwell.
The movie villain in the action. The movie's villain or antagonist. The actual villain. This girl got covered. She just let me take a bite.
Oh, bite?
Yeah, can I take a bite?
Of what?
From you? No, I don't want the food, I want you.
Gonna come slice my tag. This P-brain ass bitch can't even spell liar right. L-A-I-R. That fucking say live. You stupid hoe. I like the band. Give me money. Give me money. Bitch, give me money. Give me money. I like the band. Okay, let's get a buffer. I like this. Huh? What you hunt me for if you heard what the fuck I just said?
The only person I'm looking at here today is you. Why the fuck do you're not about to do chest cuts and embarrass me? Give me this. What? Damn. You peep it? I wanted to see what I was seeing.
What were you seeing? I'm sick? That's what they say. What is that hit?
It's like a tricep press. So,
we had a bus driver that picked us up one day and he didn't take us to fucking school, bro. We over to the ground. And about 30 minutes into it, we're like, fuck, no, this is school, bro. Look at this all.
take y'all to do something weird. That's
He's driving. I think he's trying to stay away from his wife. And I think
why not just take y'all to
that wasn't on his mind, man. He had different shit on his mind. And look, his name is Milford, bro. And he had a mixed child. He had a mixed child named, they had a black lady named Tilly that his son was. And they had a child. black lady named Tilly. Yeah, Tilly. T-I-L-L-Y. Mildred Tilly. No.
I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass capped in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in their raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now it leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll get this one away just shy of the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 42, second down. The Vikings at 10-5 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown! Great effort there. The 17th touchdown now of the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll try and throw for it here. That'll be complete to Stevenson. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Conklin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd and 11. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so it probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to pull it away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 8. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second and 4. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 3. Complete. Jefferson the target. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pushes him over. And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When they've needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
70 left wing 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well extend a skywriter above the stadium saying, We don't think you get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job still.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running back.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time the first to take him to 3.
You did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Try to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 40 yards rushing for them now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got room. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. A great run. But, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cut back in. Cut back in. Buffalo 18. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just...
And this is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. Matt Stevenson. They are in need of 6 yards here if they have to move the chains. They'll look to throw. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
There's only one thing about the day those defenders have. How many takeaways did they have?
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we on the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Leave no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate, still take the